So let's get down to business here, and before we do, please be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We need you as a member of Mer Nation. Now the main business to discuss here is the graphic output on the Nintendo Switch version of Apex Legends versus the performance we've already enjoyed on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. We also need to have a look at the in-game extras included in the Champion Edition that we looked at in the previous video. So, the graphics. Yeah. Oh man. The textures are so very muddy, and they resemble early PS3 graphics on an AV cable. They also take time to load in as you move about, which that's not helping their case at all. We've been told that Apex Legends would run at up to 30 frames per second, but only at 720p on the Nintendo Switch, and portably at a balmy 576p, which I seriously do not even want to see right now. I mean, this is literally no better performance-wise than what the Wii U did with Call of Duty a decade ago, if you really want to put this in perspective. This isn't a mark against Respawn or Panic Button, but rather another testament to the weak tea that is the Switch's performance. You can see what we're working with here, side by side with the competitor platforms, and while you can certainly argue how much of an issue the frame rate downgrade is from the standpoint that crossplay can be disabled, you cannot argue that it is still indeed an issue. I mean, imagine thinking crossplay is a bad thing. No progress will carry over from other platforms, and playing against PC tryhards on a handheld Switch would literally be bringing bare fists to a bazooka fight. Now, I tried disabling crossplay and I couldn't even find a match. Hard to say how that's even going to work this early on. We'll check back on that, but once again, as with other ports, the only real perk to playing on Switch is having a portable version of the game in question. You'll see some of the Champion Edition content here as we go through, such as the legendary weapon skins and the reskinned characters in action. I was excited to get the Champion Edition because of just how much I think of this game, and when I travel I do like to have on-the-go options for online multiplayer games. Therefore, a respectable Apex account on Switch is desirable and worth the money to me in theory. But again, where crossplay should be an asset, it's technically a liability here. I think I would prefer to play with other Switch players in that it would be more of an even playing field on which to grind. All this said, it's hard to say how big of a dedicated Switch Apex player base will remain over time, knowing how many Switch owners also own competing systems, and can certainly continue to enjoy higher performance versions of the game there. Much higher performance. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this launch, so far. As with the other few ports I've actually bothered to buy in on for the Nintendo Switch, trying to be glad this exists, and I intend to try and have some fun with it, and I hope you do the same. And speaking of Respawn stuff, don't forget Titanfall 1 and 2 still exist, okay? Drop in and show those some love sometime soon. And definitely do not forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel and smack that notification bell so you're always the first to know when new content goes live. Emceemur signing off for now, and thank you so much for watching.